Hey YouTube! Today I'm really excited to tell you about 3 ways to get your clients coming back, and it is so important because let me tell you why I started focusing on it. So I have a salon business, and if you're in a salon business or beauty business, you know that returning clients are everything. I can see that my dog is there as well, so I hope she won't bark. And I never had an issue with that until I started hiring other people. And there was a time when I had a lot of staff and there was just a lot of issues with services, and I take full responsibility for that because I think I didn't train them good enough, even though I thought I did. And also my hiring process should have been longer. Like, I should have vetted the candidates more, but I was so desperate, and if you've been there, you're so desperate to get just someone in so you don't have to say no to clients, and that was me. So I started noticing that our rebooking rates got lower and lower, and suddenly I had like lots of clients in my system, and I noticed they never come back. So I started really looking into that, and it was a long process, and I am so grateful that I did because I found out so many issues that we had. And the first thing that you should always do is contact those clients. It doesn't matter if it's through, text message or phone call. I definitely recommend a phone call because it's more personal, and there's gonna be a lot of people who don't want to speak to you because they're so frustrated with you. Thankfully, we never had issues with customer service but if there would have been an issue with customer service and they feel like someone was rude to them, they may not want to speak to you at all. So in that case, approach with caution and just send an email and hope that they would reply. Don't be very bombarding with it. But let's say your customer service is great and you really don't know why they're not coming back, then you can give them a phone call and they will most likely answer you, or just send a text message and find out the reasons why they're not coming out. That is number one thing before you do anything. So now that we go into the 3 ways to get them back in. So let's say you already know what the issues are and you fix them, because there's no reason and it's absolutely pointless to do any of those 3 methods if you're not going to fix the issues that you have. Whatever it is, if you have a restaurant and they say your food sucked, and okay, if it's one client, it doesn't mean that it's reality, but if 10 out of 20 say that they didn't like the food, you may need to look into your chef or your food supplies or whatever the issue is. If there's if you have a product business and there's like 10 clients who say that the products were lost on the way, or they had a bad customer service experience when they were trying to like return something, or even if they returned it or the product was broken, look into that problem, fix it before you start fixing the client journey, because there's no point of doing any of it, right? So for example, our biggest problem was definitely about the service, and it was with a certain people in the staff. And I know that before I did anything, I retrained them, and if once it didn't work out, I would have to let them go, which is never a good thing to do. But sometimes people just, like I said, never hire fast. Like, don't do that mistake. Just put your time and effort into it, and then you don't have to go through the pain of firing them after, because it's so painful. And I'm sure if you're a business owner, you know how freaking hard it is to fire someone. So let's say you fixed your problem, you fixed your service, you fixed your product, you got the feedback in it. Now, the 3 ways of getting those clients coming back in. So those are 3 strategies that I've tried over the years, and I'm gonna tell you my favorite one as well. So number 1 that everyone would want to do is entice them with an offer. So I don't really recommend that, but what I have done, there's been places where it's worked really well, and those have been the situations that it's worked. So for me, I had there was clients who were not happy with the service, and they were not happy with the outcome. Like we specialize in eyelash extensions, right? So the lashes would fall out after a week, and they're supposed to last for 3 weeks. Like that is definitely a problem, and in that case I would offer them a discount to come back in. Like that's an acceptable way to do it, because they want to fix it, and it's obviously like something from our side or maybe from their side as well, but it doesn't matter. So we just want to get them back in. Now, if you have 1,000 clients on your list somewhere and you haven't seen them for a year, that is not the best tactics to go with. Like that is an immediate, like if you have a fire, you pour water on it. Like that's what you do. That's the offer. But you don't go after the clients you haven't seen for a year and give them an offer, because there is usually another reason why they're not there, right? It could be that they moved away. It could be that they were not happy with your service or a product, right? But you found out that before you started fixing it, right? So, or something else happened, right? Like they maybe didn't want that service or product anymore, right? So offer may not be the best solution for them. That's from my experience. I've tried it, and it usually like maybe would bring in a couple of clients, but it's just kind of, it even makes a bad taste on their mouth unless you package it really well, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I have done and has worked much better, and that takes us to number 2 way of getting your clients coming back. The second way that I usually do, and has resulted in so good response, honestly, it's like we get so many more clients back and we get such a good response for that. It's a follow-up. You can do it through email, text message, or advertising, and it's basically I'm sorry. So what I have done, I've tried with video, and I've tried through email, and I've tried through ads like Facebook ads and stuff, and every single time it works so well. And when I say I'm sorry, I actually find out or assume the reasons why they have left us, and I just apologize for that, because not obviously if they moved away it's a different thing, but I say that if we have disappointed them in any way, we have learned our lesson. Because think about it, like in many ways when we do a mistake and a client is unhappy with their result or issues or whatever, and they don't come back, they don't know that you've kind of fixed it. And it could be as simple as just saying like, I know why you haven't come back, or I'm assuming that's the reason, and I'm really sorry about it. We've fixed it, so if you do want to come back now, you're not gonna have the same experience or have the same result or outcome or whatever it is, right? So it could be as simple as I'm sorry. If you had a massive, I'm gonna be really honest, like we had a massive staffing issue, and it was absolutely my fault. Like I said, don't hire fast, don't do that mistake. So I just apologized for that, because our quality changed quite drastically, really. Like, so I had to work my way up from that, and today, thank God, I have like a dream team, honestly, in the salon business and in the other places as well. But just saying I'm sorry. So what I recommend is find out the issue and type in an email and be honest. Like, honesty is always the best. Like, there is nothing comparable. You can offer them 50% off, 90% off, but if you just apologize, I promise you it will give you better results than that 50% or 90% discount. So that's number 2. And number 3 would be an educational marketing campaign. And you can do this again using email, text message, or advertising, like social media advertising, and you're just targeting the people who haven't been back for a certain period of time. It could be, it totally depends on the business that you have or a product that you sell. So for us, for example, a normal life cycle of a client would be, they usually come for 2 years, but they come after every 3 weeks. So if I don't see someone for 5 weeks, I know they're not coming back to us. There's an issue, right? So that's an alarm bell for me, so I can contact them immediately. But let's say you sell a product that you can use, like let's take shampoo, right? Like just an easy example. Shampoo. So shampoo lasts you for like, I don't know, I'm assuming again, like depends on the product, but let's say 3 months, right? So 3 months, so that's fine. That's fine. Don't touch them yet. But let's say they haven't bought anything for 5 months. Now you can be sure there's an issue why they're not repurchasing something from you, right? Or if it's I don't know, a restaurant, right? Like in there, it's hard to get, it's not hard, but it should be your main goal to get loyal customers who return to you. But let's assume a normal family would eat out once or twice a month and you haven't seen them for 2 or 3 months, right? So then you know, okay, I need to start doing the follow-up marketing strategy to get them back, right? So that's what I mean by that. And now educational is you just give them value through emails, to text message, to advertising. Value could be tips on how to use the products, how to use the services. Like one of our most successful campaign is always like 7 things or 10 things to check when you go to somewhere else. And it's basically just giving them advice on how to choose the next beauty salon. And I know it sounds really weird. Why would I recommend to go somewhere else? But I know that they haven't come back to us, so they're already in the mindset of using someone else, or whatever is the reason. So I am giving them value on how to choose that place, which makes them really trust us and builds our authority in the industry in their eyes, right? So after that, I would run another campaign to them, but it's just giving them value. Like, it could be anything. Like, let's say you're a restaurant and you want to create like a second stream of income, and you are a chef, or you have an excellent chef in your staff. You could put up a video training just showing how to do a salad at home. It doesn't mean you're gonna lose customers, because let's face it, I freaking hate cooking. Okay, I don't hate cooking, but I definitely don't want to cook 7 days a week for months, right? They're still gonna come back to you in your restaurant, but you gave them so much value on how to do a salad at home. So they're like, okay, we are going back to that restaurant, not to anywhere else, right? So when they do want to go to the restaurant. So educational, just keep cycling like emails and videos and like ads in front of them, and after a while they will start coming back. It totally depends on like what content you're putting in front of them. So yeah, those are my 3 tested and tried like ways of getting your clients coming back who you haven't seen. If you have any questions about that, please let me know in the comment. Or if you like this kind of content, like how to get clients coming back or clients, let me know in the comments so I know. Give this video a like so I know which topic you like, so I can make more and tell you more about my experiences and things that I've tried and tested. And yeah, just say hello to me, and I will see you soon. Bye.